Do magic tricks work? Yes, why not? But only for amusement and humor. In real life, it's only about proper techniques that can help you in the PT exam. Meet Tejas, who relied on such magic tricks for a long time and he failed the PT exam 4 times. But after that, he decided to join our classes, become our student, follow our techniques, that is more important. And then finally, he was able to realize his dream, got a perfect 90 in the PT exam. So this video is dedicated to all the PT aspirants and PT learners who want to improve their techniques by learning the 9 super tips that I'm going to share with you for the PT exam and get to a perfect 90 score. Like and subscribe and watch it right till the end. Hey everyone, this is Anurag here from Edutrainex PTE. I hope you all are doing perfect today. In this video, I'm going to share with you 9 super tips related to the PT exam so that you learn to channel your efforts, divert your focus from the non-important modules or the non-important questions or the non-important techniques and focus your attention to the particular areas that can definitely push your scores level higher. And if you are looking for live classes, complete PT training, we do offer unlimited classes opportunity with us. Just WhatsApp us or Telegram us and we will provide you app access, all the resources, everything in one cost. And for students who are already preparing from somewhere else, we also offer ebooks in terms of our YouTube memberships. We offer 2 types of memberships. So each of these membership plans will offer you either most repeated questions in the exam for both PT core and academic ebook, as well as the vocabulary book, spellings book, grammar ebook, and templates, as well as exclusive access to videos. So do explore the link in the description and find out which membership plan offer you what before you purchase them. So let's start cracking about the 9 super tips related to the PT exam. The first one is the most important, the ignorance. First of all, we also need to ignore the questions which are not important to you, which are taking much of your attention out of you in the exam, outside of the exam, in your preparation. Let's identify each of them one by one. First one is the reading module I am talking about. The multiple choice questions, single and multiple answers. Before I used to tell you that you can attempt these questions quickly, but now completely we have to ignore these questions because these are big passages, they can consume time, and reading module is already short for PT academic exam. For PT core exam, you may still want to attempt it quickly, but other than that, just ignore this question. Same thing is also applicable to the listening multiple choice, single and multiple answers. Now in listening module, there is a catch that you have to listen to the audio before you can skip the question. So if you're already listening to the audio and if you have your listening skills improve, then you can quickly select the answer and move on. So single answer, multiple choice single answer is fairly not that difficult as compared to the multiple answer, which may have bigger volume of audio and bigger number of options to select. So just select one of the answers that fit the context and move on. In 1 point, although this question has negative marking, but if you select 1 point, the negative marking won't apply. Same thing with reading one, but for reading academic, ignore. Next thing is also select missing word, which is again a listening question. If you're already lacking time and you need focus on the important questions, which we are going to discuss about shortly, so you can do this question quickly, but because again you can't ignore the audio part, you can't skip the audio part, you still need to listen to it and decide which one is the best. Don't spend too much time on this question. The next one is highlight correct summary. Why I have highlighted it in purple is because this is only applicable to the PT academic exam, not for the PT core exam. And some more, highlight correct summary, it's a big passage that you have to select. So the answer options are very bulky, as well as the audio will also be bulky. So this can be a little challenging for you in the exam and can consume a lot of time. So do these questions quickly, otherwise just ignore it, because at the end you have right from dictation to attempt, which is again important for both the exams, PT core and academic. Answer short question, we all know by now that we just have to say a couple of words, otherwise just ignore this question. Okay, 1 or 2 words only, not couple of words does not mean a sentence, just 1 or 2 words. If you don't know the answer, just say something from the question itself. Now coming to the read aloud. Read aloud is still important for PT core examinees, but not so important for PT academic. As you all know, the score distribution after the exam changes now only has less than 10% contribution from read aloud. Okay, close to 6-7%, but it can vary depending on the volume of the text that is given to you. That's why I say less than 10%. So we have to ignore this question as well. Just do this question as you were doing it before. Don't focus too much on preparation time on the read aloud question for the academic exam. PT core guys, you still need to do it properly because this is important for your speaking and reading. And for PT academic exam, it only contributes to your speaking not to your reading anymore. Only to your speaking, and that too less than 10%. So do it properly. I'm not saying ignore it, skip it, do it properly, but it's not an important question in your preparation. Next, let's talk about questions with template. Now this area is always of very interest to all of you, I know, because templates makes task easy, but we need to be careful which kind of template we are using. I have already told you I do not blame you for using some templates which are not working in the exam. I heard from a student, I heard from a viewer that some institutes are giving you a template that is not working in the exam without actually testing it themselves. So in my views, that's a crime. But how much money the students are losing because they are trusting that kind of scores. So please do check it yourself. If you don't trust my words, there is a PTE official mock test. Try those templates first, how much marks you are getting. And that will tell you. It's just a fractional cost of the real exam. Don't waste your entire money relying on a template which is not going to work in the exam. So be careful about that. And Google is also to blame. So sometimes when you search templates, it will still show you the older templates which do not work in the exam. Especially be careful in these questions, essay writing and applicable mainly for PTE academic exam again. Again, these templates do work in both exam, but let's talk about it. Retail lecture, summarize group discussion. All the purple ones are PTE academic questions and the ones over here in black are common to both the exams. And the one at the bottom in blue is only PT core question. So what we are talking about, especially in the PT academic exam, is that you do not use a template that does not work in the exam. What kind of templates do not work in the exam is the ones which have already a lot of words in it and only allow you to write a few words or a few phrases. Those templates will not work in the exam. Okay, if it's a template that has been given to you by the institute, then definitely those kind of templates with wordy and only topic or keyword based templates do not work in the exam anymore. Same thing you have to do with retail lecture, summarize group discussion as well as describe image question for PT academic and summarize spoken text. So I've given you an easier template for summarize spoken text if your score requirements is not 8 band or 9 band. So you can try that template. So that works pretty well. And if you are able to extend the logic that I've showed to you in that video, you can look at the thumbnail of that video, explore it. If you can expand on it, then you can definitely get a full score as well using that template. But 7 band, definitely you can get. The other areas, we have definitely tried different type of templates, but we have to keep one rule is very simple in the PT academic exam. You have to keep the template lesser wordy, only structure based templates. Like essay has a requirement between 200 to 300 words. So your template should not exceed like 150 or close to 200. Definitely not. So your template should be around 100, 120. And even the templates that we give it to you, we always ask you to paraphrase it. Okay, one of my students, you can see his scorecard right on the screen, and he told me exactly the same thing what I'm telling you. He took my template, what I shared publicly on YouTube, he paraphrased it, the words here and there, he made the template his own version. And then you saw the score, what kind of score he got? Perfect 90 score or very close to 90 score. So that's the power of the technique that we share on the YouTube channel, not just any jokes, not just any magic tricks. Same thing can be applied to summarize spoken text and retail lecture, summarize group discussion and describe image for PT academic question. For PT core guys, summarize spoken text is very challenging, only 20 to 30 words for you. So use a very structural, very tiny structured template, okay, only for this question. Summarize written text, same technique works, sentence 1 and conjunction sentence 2 for both academic and core exam. We have detailed video on summarize written text, lots of ways you can write, so you can explore that video. For PT core examinees, you just have a limitation of 50 words, so just combine 2 sentences. That is still working in the exam. Respond to situation, again, it's an important question and there are templates that work with respond to situation, and it's very easy. You are given the text already, you just speak using the template. So that becomes easy. Email writing is similar to essay writing. Don't use too wordy template, but yes, templates are working and this is a PT core question. So yes, there's not that much scrutiny as Pearson is doing on the academic exam, but still, you saw Tejas score before, how much he got in writing. He used a structure-based template that we have also shared in our YouTube channel a few months back. You can check that, the same template. a little bit wording changes, works like a charm in the exam. Now let's move to the next super tip, which is where we have to actually focus. Now we are also going to do some exam questions as well in this video. So just hold on a little bit more before we start talking about it. So PT academic exam, definitely we know essays are super important for your writing now. Describe image is the highest importance of for speaking module, and summarize group discussion just after describe image, almost 19% contribution from summarize group discussion, describe image more than 30% contribution. For PT core exam, again for writing, email writing is important for you guys. Write from dictation, fill in the blanks, those things are still important for you. Read aloud and repeat sentence is still important. That's why I said read aloud is still important for you. But PT academic guys, only speaking marks is coming from read aloud, not for reading. And what is common in both the exams is reading, fill in the blanks, both the module. Everywhere it's challenging, similar type of questions. That's why we put all the questions in the predictions ebook and we share it with you. Of course, it has to be updated every single month because exam changes the questions. So we have to update it, and it can be available for you. Explore the YouTube membership plans that I told you about. The link is in the description, or if you are our live class students, anyway, you will have access to all of them. So listening, fill in the blanks, it is still important for PT core examinees because it contributes both to writing and listening. But for PT academic exam, it's still important. Only contributes to your listening, but still important. Roughly around 10% to 12% marks can come from here. Highlight incorrect words, important for both exam. Write from dictation, again important for both exam. And summarize written text, summarize spoken text, again still important for both the exams. So do focus your attention in these areas more. Okay, you have to strengthen, make sure that you are doing well, getting more marks in this question, go close to perfection, close to perfect 90 or whatever your desired scores is. Now let's start talking about some of the important modules as well. In write from dictation, people are always interested to know whether extra words work, which kind of extra words shall we use, whether it's spelling, whether it's adding too many articles or all types of prepositions or some types of conjunctions. So let's do an example and then let's talk about it. Okay, again for PT core exam, you can add more number of words if time allows you. Okay, there is a clause if time allows you. But for PT academic exam, don't write too many because time is crucial, and also you have to write around 3-4 words extra, 4-5 words extra, but stick to that. Don't try to write too many. Don't write an essay and write from dictation. Okay, let's listen to an audio and then see how much we can write, how much we should not write.
I'm not going to the library after the exam ends tomorrow.
Okay, you all heard the audio. The audio was very simple. I'm not going to library after the exam ends tomorrow. Okay, so this was the audio. And now let's see which kind of extra word response can we use. So now you see at the bottom, not going to library after the exam. This is particularly tricky in the exam. What was it? Whether it was a plural word or a singular word. So try to use your extra words in these areas wherever confusion happens. Improve your spelling so that you are not writing too many extra words just to get the correct spelling. Writing 10 combination for tomorrow and trying to think that, okay, one will work. So how much time you are wasting in writing that many words? Maybe you are not looking at the timer, and by the time you are completing one question with around 30 words or 40 words, the timer will run out. Of course it will run out because typing the words do take time. So please be careful. So that's why we have shared the spellings ebook with you, and that spelling list is pertaining to the write from dictation, listening, fill in the blanks, the most repeated words that are coming in the exam. It's not just a dictionary, it's the most repeated words which we curate. We find out from the questions which are the words that are getting repeated and coming in the recent month. So again, those will be available to you if you are our live class student or you choose our membership plans on the YouTube. Okay, so divert your attention in these areas, not trying too many spellings, improve your spellings first, and wherever confusion is, then use the extra words. Okay, do not write an essay. Let's move on to the next one, spellings. As I was just talking about, spellings is a big star in the exam. 100% spellings is a big star. We will start right from the top, right from dictation. Just now we were talking about, if you don't know the spelling, you will struggle with so many word combination that you will waste a lot of time. And the major factor over here, people getting less marks in writing or listening, is because they do not have enough time to complete the questions. They have to skip the question because the timer runs out at the end of the exam. And this is the last question of the exam. Listening, fill in the blanks. There is no option that you can write multiple words. Only one word you can write, and that too with correct spelling, that too with plural sound or not. You have to listen very, very carefully. If you choose, if any S is also missing, straight away you don't get any marks. So work on your spellings. Easy marks can be obtained from this question. Easy marks can be obtained from this question. All you need to do is improve your listening powers, improve your listening skills. On our live class portal or on our portal, even in self-preparation packages, we offer listening podcasts. You can see a glimpse of it. So many levels of listening, especially for people who do not interact with native speakers, who do not have that much listening skills. So there are different levels: beginner, advanced beginner, competent, proficient, business speaker, expert, all those kind of levels are there. And then you gradually improve your listening skills. This has worked for every student that has practiced that, and different kind of podcasts that we have given to them. Next comes the summarized spoken text. Not normally what people do, people who are not strong in the spellings and they have heard some keyword in the audio that is required, they try to replace it with synonyms. That is fine. But if it is the most important keyword of the lecture, maybe it was assassin or maybe it was accommodation, so then you will not be able to get the correct spelling of the main keyword of the audio, and then you will repeat that main keyword multiple times, causing multiple spelling errors. What is spelling errors doing to you in essays and summarized spoken text as well as in emails is not only you are losing points for spelling, but you are losing points for the content as well, vocabulary as well, because the word count of the words that are wrong will come down and the content point will 100% decrease. So once again, if you are not sure about how to improve your spellings, we do offer spelling, most repeated spellings ebook in our membership plans. So do explore that. Link is in the description. Just go to our channel, click on the join button. For the people where YouTube has not enabled this feature, you can still get that list. Just follow the link. Now let's do another question and let's see which type of words are coming. This is a very recent exam question, and let's see how good you are with spellings. If not, then you need to start working on your spellings. Okay, this is a listening fill in the blanks questions, and only 4 options and only correct answers have to be written with the correct spellings. Be ready.
The New South Wales government has apologised for yesterday's transport chaos in and around Sydney Harbour during the visit of the Queen Mary II and the Queen Elizabeth II. Roads were lammed, traffic ground to a halt while tram and ferry services were swamped with thousands of additional passengers, with most services delayed for hours. Premier Maurice Humer says that plans were put in place to deal with the congestion, but the number of visitors well exceeded expectations. On the harbour itself there seemed to be as much congestion as there was on the roads, but everyone agreed it was an amazing spectacle.
Some peculiar words, not very common words. Let's see the answers now. I'll allow some time for you to scribble down whatever you were trying to type or whether you were trying to write in your notepad. Let's see if you got them correct. The first one was apologized. Apologized, you can use the American convention with a Z or you can use the British convention with an S. Okay, apologize, categorize, all those words. We do have the 40 spelling videos coming up every single month talking about these tricky spellings in the exam, how to improve those spellings, and some spelling tricks as well. Recently we shared about the spelling trick. Next one was ferry, simple word. Expectations. Spectacle, again, this was the word I was telling you, not very common. Spectacle, something which you view with curiosity or eagerness or excitement. Spectacle, remarkable, something like that. Okay, now I am changing my focus to the reading module. We'll do some reading questions and you need to understand which type of questions come in the exam, where I need to put my focus. Okay, again, these are exam questions. We can solve it together. I'll break it down to you. This is related to grammar and context. So there are some questions which are based on grammar and context, and there are some other questions which are based on vocabulary and context. So we'll come to that. First one is grammar and context. What does grammar tell us here? University of Oxford, the University of Oxford. So this is a noun here, subject. What do we need here? And this is a active voice or passive voice? This is a active voice because the subject is right at the beginning. This Oxford University is doing something. A wide range of courses to the students, not by the students. So if it was by the students, then definitely it would have been passive voice. So students are doing something. In this case, the University of Oxford is doing something. So that gives us a basic clue which kind of sentence it is. And that means this is the noun over here, the subject over here. And after subject, we expect a verb. Which kind of verb? This is in simple present tense, right? So this is a singular noun. So we expect a plural verb over here. How many plural verbs do we see here? Only one, offers. So even though you were thinking about the University of Oxford, give a wide range of courses to the students, but grammar is not agreeing with you. So context and grammar offers something. So that becomes your first answer. The next one. Read the text quickly. Students required to submit the application form in time for semester. Okay. One of the several dash that the students need to submit is their mark sheets. One of the several. Okay. One of the several. Several is which kind of word? It's an adjective. Okay. Very common pattern of adjectives ending with al. If you don't know about the common patterns, we do have the video related to common patterns of nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, everything. Watch that video, memorize it. 50%, 60% or even 70% of the words will match that criteria. Okay, that will be a big help to you. And again, in the vocab videos, 40 vocab videos, we also talk about that. These kind of patterns, these kind of words. So this is an adjective and we are expecting a noun over here because adjective describes the noun. I don't see any noun over here. So noun has to come somewhere. Okay, before it has not come, so it has to come after that. And adjective noun combination is a very common pattern in the exam. So grammar is helping you. So one of the dash. So that means we are expecting a plural noun over here. How many plural nouns do we see here? In this case, only one. So that becomes your answer. So for simplicity, I took out this question and only gave you 2 blanks. In the exam, there will be 4 blanks, 5 blanks. So just to show you how grammar can help you along with the context. The next area is collocation and context. Now, collocation is part of your vocabulary. If you don't know the word and how to use it, that's what is collocation exactly. How to use the words with the other words, right? Or how to use the words with prepositions. That's exactly we put in the vocabulary ebook which I was talking about, and we update it every single month. Every single word that you see in the reading module, in the reading fill in the blanks, both type of questions, you will find it in the vocabulary list that I am talking about. Again, if you want to get access to the vocabulary ebook that I am talking about, do explore in the link in the description. It's available in our membership plans on YouTube. And of course, if you are becoming our live class student, it will also be available to you. Let's explore this. Sometimes grammar is not enough to help you pick up the correct answer because many of the word options will be of the similar types. So you have to apply collocation, you have to apply context. Which one is fitting together perfectly? So our program will develop your dash knowledge of computer science and your problem solving and dash skills. So your dash knowledge, which kind of word is knowledge? It's a noun. So we are expecting an adjective. Now look at the answer options. Utmost, theoretical, even uprising, ultimate, analogous, analytical, flexible. Everything is adjective over here. Sometimes we do get questions like this. All of the words are adjectives, all of the words are nouns. Then grammar is of less importance in those questions than collocation, and context helps you to crack that. So our program will develop your dash knowledge. Which kind of knowledge are we talking about related to computer science? Theoretical, ultimate, not making sense. Analytical, again, computer science, problem solving, these kind of skills may be there, but not over here. So analytical, flexible knowledge, no, we're not talking about flexible. Utmost knowledge, no. Ultimate knowledge, no, we're not talking about the top level of knowledge. Analogous knowledge, okay, it's not even making sense here. So theoretical knowledge is making sense, and theoretical knowledge is also a collocation used together. Do you have the theoretical knowledge or practical knowledge? So it's used with both type of words. Problem solving and dash skills. Now over here, and conjunction is used to stress that this word and this word will be similar, and it is both related to skills. So I'm going to pick up analytical because it is related to problem solving, and this is what we are talking about. That becomes the second answer. Other words are not fitting. Flexible skills, no. Analogous, no. Uprising, ultimate, utmost, again not fitting. While enabling skills, while enabling you to achieve the dash qualification, again adjective, dash qualification for the IT professional. Now this is talking about the topmost qualification, so that's why we will choose ultimate qualification. Utmost does not collocate with qualification. Utmost collocates with importance. Utmost importance. This topic is of utmost importance to something. So collocates with different noun combination. In this case, ultimate qualification. So that becomes the third answer. The program structure is extremely dash, enabling you to personalize your MSc through a wide range of electives. This is talking about flexibility, isn't it? So you have the ability to personalize it. So obviously I'm going to choose this as flexible, extremely flexible, right? So program structure is extremely flexible. See how adjective this time is coming after the noun. Program structure is adverb and adjective combination. So 90% of the time adjectives will come before the noun, but they can come after the noun as well. Okay, last but not the least, by this time you must have already realized which skills are required for you. This is the tip number 9. These skills are very, very important to you. Grammar, vocabulary, collocation, spellings, comprehension skills, which is related to your reading skills, listening skills. I told you how podcast can help you, and then fluency is also related to your speaking abilities, how you are able to speak fluently without fumbles, all those kind of fumbling you are not doing, no hesitations. So you know how you can strengthen these areas: grammar, vocabulary, spellings. We do have playlists dedicated to each of these areas. And if you want to get a complete list, complete ebook, then explore the YouTube membership plans that we offer. Or if you are joining us for full training, you will have access to all of them. I hope that gives you a sense of direction how to achieve your desired scores, looking at several examples of students who have been able to do it without magic tricks, with proper techniques. Now, once again, if you're looking for PTE training, a complete training, do WhatsApp us or Telegram us, or do explore the YouTube membership plans that is designed for the people who have already invested money with other institutes. This can still help you with a little cost. Now, if you have not still watched the video that we made for top 10 tips related to the reading fill in the blanks question, which seems to be tricky for every student, do watch that video. It is going to be a lifesaver for you. And keep watching Edutrainex. I'll soon be back with another super informative video on PT topics. See you soon.